This is over 1,200 metres, race number 5. And we're set, and there they go, they're away at racing, and Brown and Gold dipped onto his nose from the inside gate, but he didn't lose too much ground, and Red Aurum goes back to last. Jumping well was Matai. It goes forward to lead with Brown and Gold, who now regains, and Cool Diva a bit deeper on the track is in that leading trio. Articulation's one of the widest in the orange colours. Ripperita trails them running in 5th, along with Manor Lane. And then came Jagari, a length and a half further back to Marotta, and then came Montel. Red Aurum is 3rd last, Noble Last is 2nd last, and Ton of Luck is at the end. Down towards the 600 metres, Brown and Gold leads. Matani's outside runs in 2nd, Articulation 3rd, Cool Diva in behind needs it out. And then came Ripperita tucked away on the fence from Manor Lane Jagari. Then Montel, Marotta in traffic. Noble Last to pull to the outside will be the widest in the straight. Red Aurum, 2nd last, hemmed away the fence, and Ton of Luck. Brown and Gold leads into the home running from Matai, and now there's a run for Ripperita coming through with Manor Lane back on the fence, and here's Noble Luster, and he's under a stranglehold, cruising down the centre of the track. Now he's opened up. It's Noble Luster with Montel. They're both coming together. Noble Luster in front. Montel can't quite go with him, and he's back to his best. Noble Luster, a half length on the line to Montel, and Marotta 3rd. They're followed by Cool Diva and Jagari, Manor Lane, Brown and Gold, Ripperita, Red Aurum. And the last couple to complete the course were Matai and Ton of Luck in Articulation.
Well, hopefully the TVN punters got on Noble Luster, because I thought Johnny Mercado was terrific before the race, explaining just how talented this horse is, but also explaining all the issues they've had with him, trying to get him to concentrate. He's a big bull, but he got him to concentrate today, put him out in the spell, kept him away from the track, and Rowan Weymouth and the team, as John said, have done a great job getting him right, and was always travelling like the winner, and pays $7 and $2.60 on the tote. That is superb. $7 into $6.50 here on course. And number 9, Montel, pays $4 the place, runs a nice race, and Marotta is 3rd. 3, 9, 8 and 15, Cool Diva runs an improved performance as well. And Johnny Mercado, well, that was fantastic indeed for John, and he joins me now. That must give you a lot of satisfaction as a trainer to be able to get this guy to switch on today.
A lot of relief. The amount of work, my partner Bernadette, Rowan Weymouth, all the staff back at home, there's been a lot of work going to this horse, and eventually we might be heading in the right direction. I've got to see him do it twice before we get too confident that he's back in the right direction, but you know, it's a step in the right direction. Luke rode him perfect, just kept him out of trouble, kept him away from other horses, which is probably the biggest key. Just let him do his own thing, and he's done what showed today. Hopefully he can keep going.
When did you know in the run that he was switched on today? Because that's the key, isn't it?
When he travelled up halfway down the straight and he was out by himself, we were pretty confident, and then we just sort of, it was a case of please keep concentrating. And fortunately he did.
Well, he was travelling under a hole, just meandered up to them. He was the class horse in this race, and it's just great to see him you know, put the mind on the job. Will you keep him at the 1,200, or you'll stretch him out again to the 14?
No, look, I think we were just discussing with the owners then that it seems to be the key to him that if he has time to think, he does. Whereas in the shorter distance races, where he's actually put under a little bit of pressure and you know to catch them, he seems to stick to his job. So at this stage, we'll keep him to the 1,200. We'll see in time if he starts to become more genuine, we might go further. But at this stage, he'll stay around the 1,200, 1,300.
Great training performance, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There is John Mercado. That's outstanding to be able to turn the fortunes of this horse around, who's always shown so much ability. As John said, you know, a couple of lengths off him in a vein, and it just gone wayward. Last start at Mornington was last over 1,500 in a Class 2 on a heavy track, and it was just terrible, beaten 13 lengths, and you just looked at him in form and thought, how could you possibly tip him? But you knew he was the best horse in the race. It's just a matter of getting him to concentrate, and John and his team have done an outstanding job in getting him to concentrate, and gets the job done here. And a little nibble late, 7 into 6.50 here on course. A few punters have taken the, taken him on trust that he was the best horse in the race. And Luke Curry comes from a wide gate, which suited him perfectly, as John said. Just made sure that he didn't get to see any other runners in the run. Montel bounced back first up for Peter Fell, has run second. That's a good performance. And I think Marotta has run third. Number 8, Cool Diva, has improved to run fourth. That's good news for Matty Elton. Now Luke Curry running a double. Well, the first one, the one in the previous race, was all sorts of odds, but Noble Luster, that was a good effort indeed. And Luke's going to chat to me there. Well, the best horse in the race, you got him to settle. When did you know that he was switched on today?
He looked it on the corner, didn't he? He felt getting into the corner, he didn't feel like he was going to get beat. And I just thought when I come out, he quickened that good. I thought, geez, he's going to get there so soon. He's so far back, and picked him up in 2 strides, you know.
It's fantastic, not only for you, but for John and the team, just to be able to turn the fortunes around with this guy.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, John was saying, you know, he's a bull, and sometimes they can be in and out, and it's nice to have him back winning.
Well done, Luke. Great to see you winning a double.
Thank you.
There is Luke Curry, the winning jockey. Number 3, Noble Luster, defeats 9 Montel and 8 Marotta, with number 15, Cool Diva, has run fourth. But, well, from one bull down here at Sale to another in the studio, let's go back to Richard.